guys, this is another episode of Toy Hunter Tony. This is episode 9. I hope I don't have back-to-back number 9s. That'd be kind of embarrassing. My last episode, I did a bunch of modern age books that I was sending off to get graded. I did a top 10. Today's the same format. I'm going to do a same top 10, but for the Silver Age and Bronze books that I think I could make a good profit on getting them graded. Also, I wanted to touch base with you. I have my new poster up in honor of the Black Widow movie. Took the family out to go see it this past weekend, and we enjoyed it. Forget the reviews, forget all the boo-hoos. It's a really well done, lots of action. It's funny. It's a good family drama. It's really cool. I laughed more than I anticipated, but more from like a family perspective. So it was pretty cool to see that dynamic for somebody who was such as the Black Widow. I don't want to give any spoilers in the movie. There's some really cool stuff in it. You'd enjoy it. It's definitely worth going to see on the big screen. I mean, if you want to stay home and watch it on TV in your comfort of your home, more, choices. We went and seen it on the big screen and had a big thing of popcorn, and my stomach, oh my goodness, all that butter, it's killed me for 2 days. That's what I get for not digesting movie theater butter in the last year. And then I looked like I was wearing shiny skin gloves. I had so much butter in my face. I was just like, oh. Yeah, okay. Anyways, movie, awesome. But let's get on with this top 10. I'm going to do it top 10. We're going to count down backwards. I just ran through the books last time until I got to the last 3. But number 10 is going to be Fantastic Four, number 100. It's an anniversary cover. It's got Dr. Doom, Namor. It's got Sandman. It's got the Incredible Hulk. This is a really clean book. A raw book like this goes between $100 and $200. A graded copy goes between $300 and $400 at a 9.2. I think this might get more than a 9.2, but I was just keeping it, lower. Number 9, also another Fantastic Four book. This is Fantastic Four number 73. It's an iconic cover where they're fighting. You can see Daredevil, Thor, and Spider-Man. A raw book like this goes between $100 to $200, and a 9.4 will bring in $500 to $650. This is a really pretty book. I've had like 6 copies of that book. That's the prettiest one. Keeping it with Fantastic Four, bam! That's a second appearance of Black Panther in issue number 53. That first one's just gone skyrocket. I sold that first issue. I sold that about 3 years ago when I started getting back into the conventions and the shows, and I let it go. I think for like $650 in the condition it was in. I was very happy with that sale. Not so much now. That book's going over $2,000 now. So I still have a second print. And raw, I said it goes between $200 and $300, and a 7.0 will bring $400 to $500. That is a pretty book. This is my last Fantastic Four book. This is Fantastic Four number 45. This is the first team appearance of the Inhumans. You can see them way up there in the corner. This is a big book. You get a cameo of Black Bolt. You get the first cameo of Crystal. You get the first cameo of Triton and Karnak. He always had those weird bands, the bands of Karnak. I don't know. I think that was Doctor Strange. But this book is really pretty, and I think it's about a fine. Raw gets about a $200 to $350 maybe at the high end, but a graded copy will get you between $500 and $700. Love that book. Now this book, we're going to go back in price a little bit. It's not as expensive as the last one, but it is Warlock number 1. And Raw, this one only gets between 75 and 150. And if you get it graded, I think it's a 7.5, maybe a 8.0, it'll get you between $300 and $450. This is also the first that mentions the gem on his forehead as being the Soul Stone. The stone was introduced in Marvel Premiere #1, but it wasn't mentioned as the Soul Stone. This is a really good book. Speaking of the Marvel Premiere book, Adam Warlock. This is the first time he appeared in Marvel Premiere. He's got Hulk, you can see on the cover, and Thor. There's a very good chance that he is going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out in 2 years. I think they just started pre-production for that movie. I know I'm looking forward to it, and if Adam Warlock's in there, these books are going to spike again. I know these books have gone up and they've come back down and leveled out, but there's room for him to go back up once he actually appears on screen instead of being in a sarcophagus. Raw, this book will go between $250 and $350. 7.0 will get you $400 to $500. Really nice book. Speaking of Adam Warlock, he first appeared in Thor as him. And he was looking for a mate. And yeah, Lady Sif, he's trying to get a mate with Lady Sif, and Thor is not having it. And they get into a big brouhaha. But this is Adam Warlock. But when he first came out, he was called him. This is a really clean copy. I think it's issue, what is it? Oh, I got it. You know why? There's nothing on the back of this one. My cheat notes were on this one. Yes, I have 2 copies. I really love this book, and I was trying to get a cleaner one, and they're both about the same grade. Raw, they go between $250 and $350, and at a 6.0, they'll get you between $500 and $600 for the first appearance of him, Adam Warlock. Keeping with Thor, we're going to go to Thor 126, which is the first solo issue of Thor. Before it was called Journey into Mystery, and it had a bunch of Thor stories in it and different characters. But this is the first time he got his own book, and he happens to be fighting Hercules. And this book goes between $250 and $350. 7.0 will get you between $500 and $600. Totally forgot the numbering going down. Once you get to 2 Thor 6s, boom, 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 we're down to the last book. Drum roll. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes. It is X-Men 96. It is the first appearance of Moira McTaggert. What is her name? McTaggert. She is an Omega level mutant. And I thought she was the girlfriend of Charles Xavier there for a while. This is also the first appearance of Stephen Lang, who was one of the creators of the first Sentinels. And this is also, I believe, the first book that Wolverine has a berserker rage. This book is really clean. Raw goes between 200 and 300, and a 9.0. That might be a little high, wishful thinking. I couldn't find any data on an 8.5 or 8.0 real quick, so I went with the 9.0. 575 to 675 to get this book graded if it comes back at that height. Now those were 10 Silver Age books. Total raw value of those 10 books that I showed you is $1,860. If you get them graded and they come back to the grades that I'm expecting, they'll be graded out at $4,925 with an increase of $3,100. Now, there's a larger profit margin on last video of the modern books. But don't forget, you can find some really good keys in the Silver Age, and you can get them cheap, and they still go up, and there's still a profitability to get them graded. I'm sending both these groups of books in to CBCS, and when they come back, they told me estimated turnaround time is 8 weeks, and I think that's 8 weeks, not total, but business days. So it could be a month and a half, so maybe 2.5 months, I'll get these books back. I'll do another video revealing the grades. I'm excited to do that. I think I'll get these 2 orders back from CBS way before I get any of those books back from CGC from next year. I wanted to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If it was informative, get to see some of the really cool books that are out now, and some of the older books that I was able to find. You can like or subscribe, please, on YouTube at Toy Hunter Tony, or you can look me up on Instagram under Toy_Hunter_Tony, and I'll post these books as a reminder. Technically, they'll be available for purchase up until I send them off. And once I send them off, the sales period will end and they'll come back graded and we'll do it again. Guys, I want to say thank you. I didn't want to talk about Loki. It's over. My heart is empty. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it with you. But we'll have to wait to my next video so we can discuss. Can't do it. I can't do it. I won't do it. But I want to say thanks, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next hunt. Bye-bye.